What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including another huge WWE Stars Mania match in trouble, John Cena is booked on the Go Home WrestleMania SmackDown episode, Tiffany Stratton breaks her silence, has Ludvig Kaiser got heat for poking fun at the situation, Gunther reveals a huge perk in a new WWE deal, Triple H caught in 4K, Gunther says that Triple H has saved wrestling, did McAfee ruin a WrestleMania match, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at another huge WWE Stars Mania match could be in trouble. Now there's concerning news coming from Drew McIntyre as it appears that his WrestleMania match against Damian Priest may be in jeopardy. McIntyre appeared on the It's Called Soccer show and revealed part of the glass where I landed on the windshield bounced up and landed directly in my eyeball. I'm currently sporting the patch, hoping I can figure this thing out and get myself on WrestleMania. It's a fight against time right now. McIntyre also discussed the particulars of the spot where Priest chokeslammed him right into the windshield. It didn't feel that bad. I never landed on a windshield in my life. He probably should have thrown me on top of the car or the concrete to hurt more. I never landed on a windshield, but the glass is designed to spit out. I was wearing a leather jacket, so thankfully I didn't get all cut up. The fall wasn't great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But Drew also looked back at what happened. Some debris came up in the air and landed straight in my eye, so I'm dealing with that right now. The eye thing wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to be sitting here right now with an eye patch on, yet I am. And McIntyre's concerns that he may not make it to WrestleMania follows last Friday's announcement on SmackDown that Kevin Owens won't be able to wrestle Randy Orton at this year's show of shows due to a serious neck injury that may require surgery. Do you think Drew will make it for WrestleMania? What do you think will happen if he doesn't? Next up, John Cena booked for the last SmackDown before WrestleMania. Batten down the hatches as it appears that business is about to pick up during next week's Go Home SmackDown before WrestleMania 41. WWE.com has now listed John Cena for the Friday, April 18th episode of SmackDown at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Now what's interesting is that John Cena wasn't initially advertised for the show, and his next appearance was going to be actually after WrestleMania. It seems that WWE has finally understood that John Cena must be on this show. But is he going to cut another promo? Or is he going to beat down Cody Rhodes into an oblivion, as Cody Rhodes is also set for the show? Whatever the case, John Cena and Cody Rhodes should be closing out the last SmackDown before Mania, as this is definitely one of the most anticipated matches on the match card altogether. Next up, Tiffany Stratton breaks her silence. And just when you think that the apparent real-life heat between WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair can't get any hotter, someone throws more fuel onto the fire. The two superstars' recent 4th April SmackDown microphone battle got personal as Stratton mocked Flair's divorce record and Flair mocked Tiffany's voice and claimed that Stratton's boyfriend Ludvig Kaiser was up in her DMs. Tiffany recently fired up the flames when she spoke with the Babyfaces podcast, mentioning, "Being so new into this business and being so new as champion, I don't think that she really expected me to stand up to her, and I don't think she expected me to almost clap back. All I have to say is, it's live TV, stakes are high. We're going into WrestleMania. I have the title, I want to keep the title. I'm going to pull out every stop that I can and people want to see our match. I think we did a very good job of getting people wanting to see our match and invested in our story. Now I'm ready to put on the best women's match ever and ready to go to war." Now, as fans continue to debate whether the comments from last Friday's SmackDown were a shoot or a work shoot, there's no arguing that the segment had increased interest in the match, which until recently had all the appeal of watching reruns of AEW Rampage. Next up, has Ludvig Kaiser got heat for poking fun at the situation? Now on a related note, is there any heat on Tiffany Stratton's real-life boyfriend Ludvig Kaiser for joking about Charlotte Flair's comments about DMing her? Kaiser hinted at the accusation on this week's Raw, with Cultaholic describing what happened on the Red brand. As seen on April 7th edition of WWE Raw, Kaiser again drew attention to the incident, telling Kathy Kelly he was going to address the elephant in the room before saying that the elephant was in fact that he does not have a match at WrestleMania 41. Ludvig Kaiser has also been having some fun on social media, as on Tiffany's Instagram post, he commented, "Check your DMs." He also tweeted, "Me waking up in Europe last Saturday to 1,566,273 notifications on my phone." He also made a shot at Charlotte Flair with a video of Shawn Michaels saying, "Please do not flatter yourself." But as he got heat backstage for poking fun at the situation, well, Fightful Select is reporting that there is no heat on Kaiser. In fact, it's quite the opposite, as other wrestlers backstage are getting a laugh out of Kaiser's actions and praising him for being such a good sport. Next up, Gunther reveals a huge perk in the new WWE deal. Now it's official, World Heavyweight Champion Gunther won't be leaving WWE anytime soon, as during an interview with Ariel Helwani, he revealed, "I signed a new contract and a tour bus was part of it. I asked for that. What you don't ask for, you don't get." A tour buses seem to be the new status symbol for WWE superstars when they sign new deals with promotion, as several top superstars have had their own tour buses incorporated into their new deals, including Randy Orton and Charlotte Flair. WWE even used Cody Rhodes' tour bus for an angle, with Kevin Owens attacking him after bad blood outside the bus. Well, are you guys happy that Gunther signed a new WWE deal, and what does this mean for his current run as world champion? Next up, Gunther claims that Triple H has saved wrestling. Now, has Triple H saved professional wrestling? Well, current World Heavyweight Champion Gunther thinks so, as during that chat, the ring general praised Triple H and his role in wrestling. Obviously, he's my boss and I'm in a very good position at the company right now, but I think to a certain degree that he saved professional wrestling, to a big degree. I think because I remember when I started in 2005, all the Europeans that tried to get into WWE, there was such a mystery about it. Like who to talk to and what to do, it seemed so far away, such an unrealistic point to achieve. Now, the WWE of 2005 was much different than today's version, not only because Vince McMahon was running things, but because it didn't have the global focus Nick Khan has campaigned for. But Gunther continued gushing praise for Helmsley, saying Hunter was the one that pushed for opening the world to WWE and created so many jobs and opportunities back then for so many of the guys. Like for us, for all the European guys, he opened the floodgates for the wrestling world outside of WWE, and since then, the change has been very positive. I think that was a big achievement, to be honest, because the business changed since then and it changed to be better. And nonetheless, there's a case to be made that WWE recognized European talent when it launched NXT UK in 2016, and despite Triple H's contributions to its launch, Vince McMahon was the person who had the final say. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with Gunther when he says that Triple H has saved professional wrestling? Next up, Triple H caught in 4K. And speaking of Hunter, it's time for a look at how the internet never forgets, as some recent comments from Triple H during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, the game looked back at his WrestleMania 12 match against the Ultimate Warrior, telling Jimmy what a big moment it was and praising the Ultimate Warrior's legacy. However, ex-user Justin S of OK uploaded a video of the game's appearance on Fallon and spliced it in with comments he made in the Warrior documentary, eviscerating the Ultimate Warrior for his attitude and essentially ruining Hunter's first appearance at the Show of Shows. While the game hasn't shown signs of entering Hulk Hogan levels of telling tall tales, it's obvious today's Triple H has mastered the art of corporate bullshit. While it is possible that Hunter's attitude toward Warrior had changed, Hunter has made some questionable claims since he became head of creative, and one could argue he's clearly become an office guy. But what do you think? Is this a case of Helmsley changing his mind or putting a corporate spin on things? Next up, 3 additional inductees announced for the Hall of Fame. Now, the 2025 Hall of Fame class is going to get bigger as WWE's announced 3 inductees into its legacy wing: Dory Funk Sr., Ivan Koloff, and Kamala. Funk, the father of Terry and Dory Funk Jr., was an influential promoter and wrestler who helped develop the hardcore style of wrestling. The Russian Bear Ivan Koloff was a successful wrestler during the Territory era, including a run as WWF champion after his shocking win over Bruno Sammartino. Kamala, the Ugandan giant, was also known for his popular program against Hulk Hogan in the WWF and various runs in the territories and later WCW. And the man really wrestled throughout many generations, and if you didn't know, he actually had a match against Randy Orton. And congratulations to all 3 inductees on this well-deserved recognition. Next up, an AEW star injured at Dynamite. Now, it's bad news for AEW star Perk, as PW Insider is reporting that he was hurt during a match with Swerve Strickland. And for those who missed the match, Inside the Ropes describe what happened. The match went just over 4 minutes and ended early due to a concerning spot that took place early in the match. Strickland hit Perk with a buckle bomb that saw the British wrestler immediately favor his right ankle/foot. Now, we hope to continue following this story for more details, but send our best wishes to Perk for a fast and full recovery. Next up, that time Saraya headbutted someone at a party. A former WWE superstar Paige, aka Saraya, is no stranger to living on the wild side, and the new story only reinforces Saraya's reputation as someone with a certain zest for living. The former AEW Women's Champion shared a party gone wild story when she chatted with the Lightweights podcast with Joe Volpe's show. We were at Fandango's house party and this girl came over and she was just drunk. She was just trying to make everything about her, Saraya explained. But then things got real. She calls Natty the M-bomb and I was like, what the F? And then she starts talking a bunch of it to her. According to Saraya, things went downhill from there. I had like a snapback on and she just smacks the back of it and knocks it off. And I got so mad and then I just headbutted her. And I'm on the floor just effing going off on her. The chaos continued as Saraya tells it, noting that I'm dragging this girl and I'm effing shoving her face in the carpet like she's pissed, like she's a dog. It's just like, you stupid, like how dare you talk to us like that? We could not put that on the air. And finally, did Pat McAfee ruin a WrestleMania match? Well, last but not least, did Pat McAfee spoil the outcome of the Jey Uso vs Gunther World Heavyweight Championship match? A main event Jey appeared on Pat's live show in Pittsburgh with the Raw color commentator calling Jey the World Heavyweight Champion before adding that he'll be champ after he beats Gunther at WrestleMania. While it's possible that Pat slipped, it's doubtful that he's privy to WWE's booking plans, so take this one with a grain of salt. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.